Standing in now, Chris Colabello. Ninth is therefore brings it in for the second out of the inning. With that, a look at John Gage. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I've got an eye on Troy Tulowitzki. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the press get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
The windup and the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. One more look at the big blow for the Blue Jays. A 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first now in St. Pete. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays. Jesse Hahn gets the call for game 1 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Kevin Kiermaier comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Down by 3 after the top of the first, you're already in a big hole. So almost every guy in your lineup becomes a leadoff hitter. Get those guys on to start innings and see if you can get a rally going.
Throw gets him 2 down. And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, they've got one of the best defensive shortstops. Actually, the best all-around shortstops in the game in Troy Tulowitzki. Very athletic. Makes that play in the hole as well as anybody. Kind of reminds me of that guy, Derek Jeter. Can't wait to see him in this one.
1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Line softly toward the hole. Gets dirty and gloves it. He goes to first. Just late. He's safe.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. Steve Pearce will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
In there, strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Popped high in the air. Donaldson is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Tampa. Still down 3-0. Russell Martin will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. And I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And a base hit here to open up the second.
Yeah, the first inning was no picnic, and now he's already in trouble again here in the second. He hadn't looked all that sharp so far, and he's in danger of really putting his guys behind the 8 ball early.
Here's the first pitch to him. Late square, and this is popped up. Cobb is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Michael Saunders is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there, and a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Evan Longoria will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hahn gets the sign. 0-2 on its way. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And Longoria swings and misses. A good pitch there, and he's down on strikes for the first out.
It just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball. This is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
Loney.
Here's the first baseman, James Loney. As he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. And maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Desmond Jennings comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Runners on first with 1 down. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Brad Miller will get his first opportunity now. 0 for 4 in Wednesday's ball game. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. And he throws it away. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Hank Conger, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Kevin Pillar will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
It's great when he gets out there and get things going like he did. Really gets the rest of the team involved.
Tap fouled at home plate. Cobb gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Kiermaier is there, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
So 1 away in the Toronto third. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. In there, a base hit.
That's a second hit for him here in the ball game, and it's worth pointing out this is a guy that's hit for the cycle earlier in his career, so who knows? Maybe we'll see it again.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Boy, and he's not too thrilled with that call out there on the mound. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, have a look where this pitch is. That catches an awful lot of the plate, and I think I'd be mad if I were him.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
He's set. Here's the 3-2 on the ground near home. That's a foul ball. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Hit hard to short. Forsythe on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Jays lead it 3-1. Kevin Kiermaier will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
watches a fastball right there for strike one. Drilled to first. Colabello is there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Logan Forsythe stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit to third. Right to Donaldson. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The right fielder,
Corey Dickerson stands in.
Dickerson.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right. Inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They still trail it here 3-1. Chris Colabello is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Cobb into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike one. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kiermaier on the run. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 20.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys showing good but not great fastballs. 92 for one, 91 for the other. Stepping in, Josh Donaldson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a bouncing ball, foul. Drilled on the ground to short. Miller's got it. And a throw over the head of Loney. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Just an airmail shot that time. The pickup's good, but this ball just sails straight over his head at first base. Good effort to try and go up and get it, but this is well out of his reach.
Russell Martin now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Well, this ball's hit pretty sharply here towards the hole, but then you see he's able to backhand this thing and then use that cannon he's got to fire it across the diamond and get his man.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Kiermaier has a beat on it, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Steve Pearce. as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lying toward the gap in left center. Saunders arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Your third baseman.
Into the box, Evan Longoria. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pilar calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
First baseman number 21, James Looney.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding in is the first baseman, James Looney. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
On the ground towards second. Barehanded on the hop. The throw. It's in time.
Whew, no problem.
Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Score holds, it's 3-1. Michael Saunders heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And the count will be full. Cobb looks in. Here comes the 3-2. Looped over toward first. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
That's a pretty athletic play there by a first baseman. That's no 180-pound shortstop out there. It takes him just a little bit longer to get himself airborne. But he does a nice job of getting himself up and then coming down with the ball.
Into the box now, Kevin Pilar. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. As Troy Tulowitzki digs in, you can still consider him one of the best all-around shortstops in the game.
Yeah, when you look at his range, his instincts, his incredible arm strength, that makes him a Gold Glover. But in his career, with a batting average with just a tick under 300, it's also his bat that's been just as reliable as his glove.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kiermaier giving chase, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as the lead remains 3-1. Matt Vasgersian, Eric Karros, Steve Lyons as Desmond Jennings settles in to kick things off for Tampa Bay.
Desmond Jennings.
In there at the knees, strike one.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Line to the right side, but an atom bowl right to him for the first out.
The batter, number 13.
Settling in now, Brad Miller. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped at the plate. Martin scoops it up, and he sails it over his head. That ball's down the line, and this is trouble. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Man alive, what a disaster defensively. And he's going to wind up at third after this one as they're going to score this one a 3-base error. Ouch.
Hank Conger stands in as he looks at a called strike. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my view.
But one's all they get as the run scores.
Well, this is going to get him a run closer. A simple ground ball here plates the runner from third, and we're back now to a 1-run game.
Kevin Kiermaier bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run to hit, 1 error, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 3, the Rays 2. Jose Bautista makes his way to the box to...
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Swung on, missed, 2-1.
Boy, and a great 2-0 pitch there. Got him thinking fastball. And this looked like a fastball out of his hand, but it turns out to be a real effective changeup instead.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. A quick out number 1.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Cobb's ready. First pitch on its way. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. And the throw over the head of Loney. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too. And, you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Josh Donaldson stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game.
1-0.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
Smoked on the ground left side. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Logan Forsythe will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Bautista is there, and these fans won't like that as it's a 1-pitch out to begin the home half of the 6th. Corey Dickerson steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Pilar is there to take it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting. Designated
Steve
hitter.
Pierce will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
0-1.
And it's quickly 0-2. Down the third baseline. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. Still a 3-2 ball game. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Steve Geltz is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
In now, Darwin Barney, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Saunders.
Michael Saunders stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they still lead it 3-2. Evan Longoria will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Baseman Evan Longoria.
Hans ready. First pitch on the way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And another foul ball. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a one-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
James Loney.
1 out now in the Tampa Bay 7th, and striding in is the first baseman, James Loney. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. By the end of his Dodgers tenure, Loney's career had tailed off a bit, but things picked up for him after he landed in Tampa Bay prior to the 2013 season.
Yeah, and he's been really consistent with the Rays. You know, he had a resurgence.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A solo home run off the bat of James Loney. And the Rays are back in business now, tied at 3. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. Cesar Jimenez will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th.
Cesar Jimenez.
Desmond Jennings will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this ball was hit pretty hard, and he's just hoping to get on base as the go-ahead run. But it kind of hangs up there a little bit too long, and it finds the outfielder's glove.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He pulls this one into right. Bautista is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Rays are able to knock. Kevin Pillar will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 0-1 on its way. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2. The man you see here out for a second inning of work, and he becomes the pitcher of record now in a tie ball game.
Yeah, he pitched well last time around. No reason to think that he can't do it again.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Grounded to third. Longoria's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time now to give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-3 ball game. Both pitchers turning in fairly good performances, as you can see on the graphic. Troy Tulowitzki ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Jose Bautista will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Here's a swing and a miss at the hard splitter, even at 2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to it. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Edwin Encarnacion strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Longoria is there for it. And that retires the side. Blue Jays held in check. Still tied 3-3. Brandon Guyer is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game.
Guyer.